Today we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day, and so we have some Irish songs to sing together. For those of you who aren't familiar with St. Patrick, he was a saint from Ireland that lived a long time ago. I think Wikipedia says in 385, so that's when he was born. So that was many years ago. And now, St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, is often just a time of celebration with family and friends. And so I hope that we can celebrate today by singing together some Irish songs. Let's start by singing page 2, Roll Out the Barrel. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing a boom chavera, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll out the barrel, for the gang's all here. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yippee-yi-yi. Yippee-yippee-yi-yi, yippee-yippee-yay. Roll out the barrel, we'll have a barrel of fun. Roll out the barrel, we've got the blues on the run. Sing a boom chavera, sing out a song of good cheer. Now's the time to roll out the barrel, for the gang's all here. All right, it's good to have you here. And when we think of St. Patrick's Day, some things that come to mind might be finding a 4-leaf clover. That's right. So our next song is on page 3. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover. And with a show of hands, how many of you have ever found a 4-leaf clover before? I think they can be pretty hard to find, but I have heard that they are possible to find. So that'll bring you lots of luck. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover on page 3. I'm looking over a 4-leaf clover that I overlooked before. One leaf is sunshine, the other is rain. Third are the roses four-leaf clover. Let's turn the page to page 4, and we'll sing Molly Malone. Cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh, on page 4. Here we go. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, I first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. And verse 2. She was a fishmonger, and sure 'twas no wonder, for so were her father and mother before. Wheeled their wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. Let's do verse 1 again. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, first set my eyes on sweet Molly Malone, as she wheeled her wheelbarrow through the streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles, mussels, alive, alive, oh. Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. And I don't know how many of you have been to Ireland, but there is really great seafood there. And cockles and mussels are some of that seafood. And I think a lot of work for many people there traditionally was either working on a ship or fishing. And so this story is about Molly Malone. Let's turn to page 5. And we will change gears a bit and sing an Irish lullaby, Tura, Loora, Loora, on page 5. Here we go. Over in Killarney, many years ago, my mother sang a song to me in tones so sweet and low. 'Twas a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing that song for me this day. Tura, Loora, Loora, Tura, Loora, lie. Tura, Loora, Loora, hush, now don't you cry. Tura, Loora, Loora, Tura, Loora, lie. Tura, Loora, Loora, that's an Irish lullaby. Oh, sweet and low. 'Twas a simple little ditty in her good old Irish way, and I'd give the world if she could sing that song to me this day. Toora-loora, loora, toora-loora-lie, toora-loora, loora. Hush, now don't you cry. Toora-loora, loora, toora-loora-lie, toora-loora, loora. That's an Irish lullaby. Toora-loora, loora. On page 6, we have When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. Page 6. When Irish Eyes Are Smiling. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. When Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. When Irish eyes are smiling. And I think it makes sense to ask with a show of hands, how many of you have some Irish ancestry? All right, so there might be some of us with some Irish background. I don't think I have any Irish background, but I have been to Ireland, and it's a beautiful country and lots of fun to visit. Let's turn the page to my Wild Irish Rose on page 7. My Wild Irish Rose. Here we go. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare to my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the dearest flower that grows. And someday for my sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. My wild Irish rose, the sweetest flower that grows. You may search everywhere, but none can compare with my wild Irish rose. sake, she may let me take the bloom from my wild Irish rose. Let's switch gears a little bit and sing some more upbeat songs. For St. Patrick's Day, many people, especially in Ireland, like to go out to pubs and drink with friends and just celebrate life together. So the next few songs are a little bit more upbeat and celebratory. So let's turn to page 8. I'll Tell My Ma. Page 8. Here we go. I'll tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, pray won't you tell me who is she? Alright, let's try it again. Maybe we'll try it a little bit slower. Tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is the belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, pray won't you tell me who is she? Okay, one last time, because there's a lot of words in this. Here we go. Tell my ma when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pulled my hair and stole my comb, but that's alright till I go home. She is handsome, she is pretty, she is a belle of Belfast City. She is courting 1, 2, 3, pray won't you tell me who is she? I'll tell my ma. There we go. All right, the next song is a very traditional Irish song on page 9, and it's called Whiskey in the Jar. And this song dates back to the 17th century and is about a highway robber who's persuaded, I think, to steal for his lover. And so he is going to steal money from Captain Farrell. But then what happens is his lover betrays him. So it's a love song and it doesn't end well, I don't think. At the bottom of the page, we have some nonsense syllables. Musha ring dama do dama da. And so that's just a fun way to sing the song. And then whack for my daddy-o might suggest, or it's just a saying, money for my dad. And so if you're interested, I'll include in the PDFs the longer story behind Whiskey in the Jar. Maybe after this sing-along, you can look at that story. But yeah, it's a very, very old traditional song. Whiskey in the Jar. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, I saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. First produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. Said, stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Musha rum dum 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 da. Whack for my daddy-o. Whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Let's try it again from the top. As I was going over the Cork and Kerry mountains, saw Captain Farrell and his money he was counting. First produced my pistol and then produced my rapier. I said, stand and deliver, for you are a bold deceiver. Musha rum dum 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 da. Whack for my daddy-o. Whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Let's do the Musha ring. Musha ring dum dum da. daddy-o. Whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Musha-rung-ding-a-doom-dum-da. Whack for my daddy-o. Whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. And I think I was talking a bit of nonsense there too. Musha-ring-dum-a-doo-dum-da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. All right. Let's turn the page to page 10, and we have Drunken Sailor. Now, this song traditionally was set to an Irish tune, but then later rewritten, I believe in England. But as I'd mentioned before, many of the workplaces or jobs in Ireland traditionally were to be on ships and to work on the water. And so this song is kind of a work song, and it also has a little bit of humor. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? And there's lots of verses to this song, but I've only chosen a few. So let's sing together, What Shall We Do with the Drunken Sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he is sober. Put him in a longboat till he is sober. Put him in a longboat till he is sober early in the morning. And back to the top. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Way, hey, up she rises, way, hey, up she rises, way, up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a longboat till he is sober. Put him in a longboat till he is sober. Put him in a longboat till he is sober early in the morning. Feel free to tap or clap along. What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? I hope you had fun singing that song. Let's turn to page 11 and we'll keep the party going. And this song is, or was sung by the Irish Rovers, which many of you will have grown up listening to, and they are a Canadian-Irish band. So wasn't that a party? And St. Patrick's Day often is quite the party for many people, and especially in Ireland. So wasn't that a party? Here we go. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3 or 4 6-packs, I don't know, but look at the mess I'm in. My head is like a football, I think I'm gonna die. Tell me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3 or 4 6-packs, I don't know, but look at the mess I'm in, and it's like a football, think I'm gonna die, tell me, me, oh my, wasn't that a party? Someone took a grapefruit, wore it like a hat, I saw someone under my kitchen table talking to my old tomcat. They were talking hockey. The cat was talking back. Long about everything went black. Wasn't that a party? 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 And that's always a fun song to sing. We are going to come to a close for today and sing Show Me the Way to Go Home, which I think is a fitting song after a party. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone straight to my head. Show me the way to go home. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or a sea or a foam, you can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago and it's gone right to my head. Wherever I may roam, on land or sea or foam, you can always hear me singing this song. Show me the way to go home. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you get a chance to celebrate this month. Bye for now.